So, like I was saying a week ago today, everything I said Tuesday night, that's God. That's God speaking. In a moment of shock, just truth. Just truth. This person targeted me because of the years of celibacy I had. I don't use. I was 13 years sober and I didn't even smoke for 5 years. And I looked like a fucking goddess and he looks like he looks. You saw him in the TikTok. He looked worse. So that's all this was. This person has physically and emotionally degraded me for the last time, but it was 2.5 years of it. Right. Just from the second that he was getting high with that Tom guy and took off, you can't leave a person like that for a second. And that's why I stopped taking my walks. And in June, I had started taking my walks again, like consistently. Right, I'm sure after the dust settles, I'll go right back to what I was doing. I mean, clearly I'm 54. It's pretty difficult to rebuild a body like that at that age, and the trip is so short away, but I mean, it's the rest of my life. It doesn't mean I'm going to meet another person on a cruise, just clearly I typically do. But those aren't long-term relationships generally, just friends. Friends I stayed in touch with. I lost all those friends because I got sober and they drink. And you don't hang around with people that you were using with when you stop using. I went over it like many times, not I just fucked up repeatedly and can't keep a fucking friend. And clearly I exited the world and people didn't. And my entire life got fucked up because of it. I've 100% had enough of this fucking horse shit. It doesn't mean I don't believe in MMs and all that stuff, but just enough is a fucking enough. Right, a duck quacks, it's a fucking duck. I've got to stop trying to see people as I think they could be. Okay? Because you get in a whole lot of fucking trouble. It is what it is. There's certain things that a fucking dude doesn't do. Right. Just plain and simple. There's certain things that a dude does not fucking do and does do. I know how I am. You got to turn it around. Everything I poured out on that dude, that's what I should be getting back from a person. And no, it's not a fucking lesson. That is a doctrine that people try to hide into because they won't accept what they were told is the truth. They still won't accept that they're in an extinction. No, I'm in a fucking lesson for 15 years of my fucking life to go over the same horse shit. When you're in fully recovery and then some maggot fucking preys upon you does not mean, oh, I must be going over something in my past. No. So anyway, that's a little commentary from an actual ex-boyfriend of mine that was like an actual boyfriend and we were intimate. Right. Sweet Mary, because that's what I am. Not all those things that fucking deranged animal yells at me. That is a person that people really, other than whatever, friendships or whatnot, you need to stay the fuck away from him because he's extremely sick. And I'm pretty sure he made that other female extremely sick until she got away from him. And then was happy that she, quote unquote, got fat.